Hey folks, Justin Warmoth here. Welcome to Take 6, and it is 12:35. Filling in for Julie Broughton today, and today's guest is someone I always get to interview when I fill in for Julie Broughton, and that is Erik von Ancken. How you doing, sir? I know you have a protecting our community story today on something that seems to be really getting results in one particular city. Tell us about the speed cameras in Eustis and what your story involves today.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, so, what's funny is we went back to Eustis to look at these cameras yet again. And we got a few questions. Why going back? You've reported on this times now. What could possibly be new? Well, I'll tell you, and it caught our attention and really made us think. And to use the chief's words, it blew him away. So these are the cameras that right where we're walking there, in the middle of Eustis, right in front of the elementary school, that are now finally sending out tickets because people, like that mail truck you just saw, continue to speed.
Mm.
So Chief Capri was the first chief in all of Florida to, once it was okayed by Tallahassee, to put speed cameras in school zones in the state of Florida. So we reported on when that was happening. We reported on when the cameras actually got installed. We reported on when they were turned on and sending out warnings. And the big news to come out of that was that 800 warnings were issued in about a month's time.
Mm.
So the next big thing is these cameras were going to start sending out tickets, $100 tickets. So we waited a little bit and we went back to the police chief after they started sending out the tickets. And I said, okay, now I would guess after 800 warnings, after we reported on this and told everybody that these cameras are going to be out there, that as soon as the cameras went online, started sending out tickets, hitting your wallet for $100, that 800 number in a month would have dropped, significantly. I don't know. Like, I would expect
You would
people would
think.
have gotten the message, right?
Yeah.
Sure. That's what the chief expected too, right? So guess what happened?
Didn't
The
happen.
opposite.
Yeah.
Correct. Not not just as many as the warning period, almost double. They have mailed out in just about the same time 1,300 tickets. 1,300 tickets. These are $100 fines. There was one guy, Justin, who kept going through that speed zone, obviously drives that route every single day. He did it 5 times. He was caught speeding 5 times in 2 days. Now, obviously, he hadn't gotten the tickets yet, and I'll tell you this in a second. They didn't show up at his door, so it's not like he knew he did it five
Right.
times. But what this shows is this is just his routine, right? It just shows what people are doing. Here's the caveat. The chief says we're erring on the side of caution. This is not about making money. This is just getting people once and for all to seriously stop doing this, to slow down, to not kill a child. So we're not sending that guy 5 tickets, not yet anyway. We're only sending him one for the 5, but we're going to wait till they're delivered to see if he learns his lesson. I'm going to move the camera here as we talk.
Yeah, this is I'm glad you brought that up because I think what a lot of people will tell you about red light cameras, for instance, is that those are money grabs, and are they really protecting people? Do people see them? But this is designed specifically to protect the kids who walk to school and who are getting off buses and things like that, and in an area that has the flashing lights in a school zone. And if you're speeding through a school zone, obviously you deserve to pay up, I think. So,
So 1,300 tickets
wow.
times $100 each, right? And this is just in a 4-week period. I mean, so that's $13,000. Is that right? No, 130,000
yes.
is 2 zeros.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell this is why I ended up in television news.
We don't do, Erik, no live math. We don't do that.
I should have. That was my mistake. You're right. That was my mistake. So $130,000, Justin, in 4 weeks ish or so. That's a ton of fresh cash that this small town, was hoping that they wouldn't get. And I know that sounds weird, but again, they hoped that they had solved the problem because this wasn't just Craig Capri, Chief Craig Capri, by the way, who you remember came from Daytona Beach, showing up and saying, hey, let's make some money. They did a study. They paid for a study. How many cars are going through here? How many cars are speeding? How many cars are speeding all the time? How many cars are speeding during school? And and they confirmed what everybody had complained about, that this is a major problem. That
Mm-hmm.
people, especially people who take this road, who just blow through town, that are just going
Mm-hmm.
through Eustis to get to somewhere else in Lake County or Sumter, or or heading south to Orlando. Um, they just use it as a cut through, and so it's part of their routine. So he took that study and he said, we're going to put patrols out there, we're going to put cars out there. So they had officers out there with radar guns. Well, that didn't work. So he said, we're going to put the cameras out there, and he told everybody that the cameras are coming. And then he sent out warnings, and he told everybody that the warnings are coming. So the way he looks at it, and it's reasonable to believe this, that this is just the only thing that he could come up with. And yes, the money is coming in, and sure, they'll take it. But what he said is, because we didn't plan on it, and because this wasn't about the money, we're going to take it and put it back into public safety, specifically crossing guards. They're going to hire a bunch more crossing guards and put them in front of the schools. And they're going to start putting those cameras into other schools. They're also going to put in more signs, but other schools, because it seems to be the only thing that's effective.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
mean,
gotta hit him in the
you know,
wallet,
it,
I
it,
guess, right? I mean, that may be what it takes to get people to finally slow down. But wow, I those numbers are shocking. Though they are, and
uh,
this is, and it seems that as we do more stories on this, and hopefully, you know, the word continues to spread that you cannot speed through a school zone, that people will
and
just
last,
take it easy.
right. And last thing I'll tell you about this, Justin, is so we're going to go back
Mm-hmm.
again. And yes, we will report on this again, because when we went out there, we saw how many tickets had been issued in about a month, but we hadn't seen how or if that changes driver behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting them in the wallet, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
is what we're talking about here. So we don't know how many of those tickets had actually been mailed out. We don't know how many have been received. We don't know how many have been paid.
Mm.
But we're going to go back a few months from now, and we will ask those questions when clearly drivers will have gotten the tickets and will have paid them, and might be hurting because, $100 is a lot of money. And will it then have changed driver behavior? That's what we're
Mm-hmm.
going to find out.
I love it. I love it, and I love the follow up, that this is a story that requires a lot of follow up as we continue to check in. So it's all about protecting our community and really protecting the safety of the precious children who are walking to school. So love the update. 6 o'clock tonight, is that when we'll be able to watch this?
You
Okay.
got it. 6 p.m. tonight and 6:30, our digital edition on clickorlando.com and the new 6 Plus streaming app on your smart TV, as
I'll be
always.
I'll be there. All right. Sounds good. Erik von
As
Ancken.
always.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's take you
Thanks, guys. Have a great
outside.
day.
You too, buddy. All right, so today outside it's gonna be hot. I like those rain chances in the latter part of the week. Obviously, you don't love to see the weekend being a washout. It doesn't look like a washout though. We need the rain. I know my yard needs it, and if you have a yard in Central Florida, you need the rain as well. Today, 97. My goodness, I like those 88s too. So, there's a look at your 7-day forecast. Summer is here, folks. It has been here for a couple months now. But anyway, thanks for joining us for Take 6 today. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Hope you have a great day.